Welcome to Fright Night. For real.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for our party stream on week 2, night 2 of Bloody Summerfest. Corey Anders with me, of course,
Hello.
and our brother Steven from Craven Something Scary. What's up, man?
Man, I'm excited for another fun night. We had such a blast last night for the first party stream, and I've been excited all day for tonight. So I know it's gonna be a banger again.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be a blast. We've had a lot of fun on all these streams, and I think one of the best things about these streams, at least in my opinion, is just getting together. We've had a lot of folks in the community, friends and people that hang out with us and so forth, and they haven't always had a chance to be together in recent weeks. You know what I'm saying? I know our schedule's been up in the air here and there and changing
Sure.
and all of that, and we've had some folks that have been feeling under the weather and all of that. So I think it's really cool that we get a chance to hang out together and just talking horror, talking about
Yeah.
this fest and all the fun things that we've been doing. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, man.
Did you, and before we get to the chat and hate everyone, we'll get to you in a second, but did you have any particular thoughts that come to your mind about this being our second week of this fest, this kind of a new format that we concocted?
You know, I personally think it's been a fun variant. It's been a fun change because all of our fests in the past have been unique in some ways, but this
Yes.
time, right, like they've always been unique in some way where it's never been copy and paste. However, having said that, this one with the decisions that the three of us made to really try to like just take a hammer and just smash the eggshell
Yes.
and rearrange it. And I think that it kind of has provided what I believe are the two of the funnest things we do together, which is have watch parties and party streams.
Yeah.
And, so I think it's been fun. And, I really believe that this is something that we might consider moving forward, keeping this as a template maybe, and then modify it and add it and change from that moving forward for future fests. And
Yeah.
I just have really enjoyed the way that we decided to do it, and I'm glad we went ahead and decided to go forward with this version of the fest.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. It was nice to change it up, and all three of us, kind of just picking and pecking at the ideas and stuff like that. So it's
Mhm.
been a blast. And last week we had some fun watching some very new horror films that quite
Yeah.
possibly could become absolute classics,
Mm-hmm.
absolute classics. So,
They could.
with and yeah, I mean, they definitely could, and I thought that that was a really cool thing too, because I mean, we were watching movies that literally were, in the theaters in the last, couple months. So
Exactly.
cool.
Yes. That's
Yep.
different too
With
for
a
what
lot
we've
of
done.
people first time watching as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
man.
Well, for you guys that are here, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Just to say hey to the chat, and of course a blanket hello. But we've got DJ in the house, and we got Paula. What's up to y'all? Good to have you here. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got Jerry in the house. What's up, Jerry?
Hey,
Good
Jerry.
to see you. All right. And we've got Sarah in the house saying, "Hey, friend."
Sarah.
What's up, Sarah?
Woohoo.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming up with the fantastic games that we played on Steven's stream last night and that we'll play tonight. So
Yes.
very cool. We got Russell in the house. What's up, Russell? Good to see you, man. And let me just say,
Hey.
shout out to Russell. Just always, you know, not only just being really cool in the chat, but always reminding people, he smashed the like button and just little things like that. It's very cool, helps us out so much. And just wanted to give him a shout out.
Yeah. Hi, Russell. Good to see you as always.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see who else do we have in the chat. We've got Atrol in the chat saying, "Hey everyone, Stu lives." All
Heck
right,
yeah. Yeah.
all right. What's up? What is up? Good to have you here. Julie in the house. What's up, Julie?
Hey.
Good to see
Hey,
you.
Julie.
Awesome, awesome. We got Travis back with us again. Thanks so much, man, for all the support and positivity. Same thing with Oliver saying
Mm-hmm.
hello, hello. What's up, man? Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We got
Yes.
Kelly in the house. What's up, Kelly? Saying,
Hey.
hey, peeps. There you go. Danielle, what's up? We got Danielle. We've got Rachel. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Um, and everyone else and everyone jumping in, including May. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all the support. We got Val as well. All right, man. We got all the mods, bro. The whole
Wow.
mod. Wow.
It's this is mod central tonight. This is
That's what it is. That's what I was thinking.
woo.
Thank you,
I
guys.
as Mr. T would say, I pity the troll.
I
Pity the troll.
right. They're gonna mess with us in the thread. They're gonna say, thank you, ladies, for being here. Though seriously, we love you guys. Um,
Yes.
RJ's in the house. Oh, then that's sweet. Saying hi, guys. I'm excited for every
Hey.
stream that you guys do. That's very sweet.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We really, really do. That means a lot, guys. Because again, we've
Yep.
we've had a lot of stuff going on lately, and these fests have been a really nice distraction, and just getting together with you guys has been so much fun. It really has.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. And I think I'm caught up to everyone in the chat. Hey, we got Kenny too. What's up, Kenny? And you know what else I'm catching up to is our good friend Rachel stepping up to the plate, swinging for the
Wow.
fences,
Wow.
gifting. Whoa, 5 memberships. Rachel, geez, thank you so much. Oh,
5
thanks,
memberships.
Rachel. Seriously, that's so sweet of you.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
We appreciate that. Wow, thank you, thank you. Well, in the spirit of Rachel starting this thing off, what we have, and Stephen, I'll let you jump in with this as well. We wanted to, continue the party from last night, and we have some giveaways, guys, and we're really excited about it. We're doing some different stuff that we haven't done before, and I think that that's the thing that really gets me excited about stuff. And I know Steven feels the same way. So let's talk about what we have. Steven, I'm going to put up our wonderful card that you designed. We've got our raffles, and I'll let you talk about what we have for raffle number 1. We have 2 raffles.
Oh, absolutely, man. My pleasure. So everyone check this out. For raffle number 1, Every $5 super chat you send in buys you a raffle ticket, and that raffle ticket earns you 1 entry into the first raffle. And the prizes for the first raffle are something that we've never done before. Let me explain. You get to choose the prize that you win. Instead of just having a set prize to win, we're giving you the freedom to choose between 2 prizes, one or the other. First
Yes.
one is an autographed physical, not virtual, an autographed physical poster. Look at that beautiful thing.
Woohoo.
You can have that. You can have this poster arrive to you in the mail, and it will be physically printed. So that means you can go and print it out. I mean, not print it out. Excuse me. Get it framed
Hmm.
and frame that in your wherever you want, your game room, your study, your office, your living room wall. It doesn't matter, wherever you want to do it. It's a physical poster. All of us autographed it, as you can see. And you've got the Buck 120 from Ghost for Ghostface coming through our logos, showing the blood of the heart of what we have for our community, for you guys, the love, and what you have back for us. It's like going through the heart of our channel logos, and thus it bleeds because of you guys. And we both, all 3 of us, signed this individually,
Yep.
and that can be yours if you choose that prize if you win. But you also have another choice. Outside of the poster, you have the ability to pick a topic for an upcoming live stream. We're
Yes.
literally giving you the keys to control the content for a live stream. So, hey, we've never done this before either, Knight.
No.
So, not collectively, we've never done this. So, you have a choice, guys. If you enter and win, autograph physical poster, or pick the topic for an upcoming live stream, only $5 super chat. And let's check this out. There's unlimited tickets, so that means you can send in as many $5 super chats as you want to enter, and you'll get multiple entries. And Night, before we go to the grand prize, what happened last night? We
Well,
had, remember? Yep.
yeah. Well, the thing of it is that we always talk about multiple entries gives you an advantage, and
Mm-hmm.
it showed itself point blank last night in both drawings. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Um, but also what we talked about last week of having connections, bless you, to this week is every person that got an item last week is getting double entries for tonight.
Yes,
And
that's
so,
right.
including people that got gifted an item. So, that includes, folks like DJ and Travis. Travis has a lot of entries already. And we said that last week. We were trying to tease it.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, Erica, a lot of folks that are on this list already because of last week. So we're really excited about that as well. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really
Yes,
cool.
amazing. And
Yeah.
might I add, Knight, these raffles, we draw them tonight. This is
Yes.
not a delayed thing where you go, we're going to draw next week.
Right.
The winners will be announced tonight, but here's the one thing. Remember this, you have to be present to win. So you got to stay for the entire stream in order to make sure you are a winner if your name is picked in the random wheel. Just
Yes.
remember that. Just want to
That
mention
is
that.
right.
Yeah.
That is right. But wait, there's more.
Yes.
As we say, we say, what? More. So last
Uh-oh. Can anyone see Knight, or is it just me? Knight, are you there? We may have lost Knight. I know there's been some Wi-Fi issues going on a little bit where Knight is at. And yep, I think he's frozen as well. Yep. Okay, Knight is frozen. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, listen, until Knight gets back, we can chat. We can chat here while we're waiting for Knight to Coriander to return. And let's take a look here. Let me go into the chat and let's see what you guys have been talking about. Let's see here. I'll save the super chats for Knight. But here, Sarah had posted earlier that if you want to support the channel here at the Nightwatch Zone, definitely consider being a patron. It's great perks over there. And the thing about being a Patreon member is that it allows Knight and I as well, but this is for Knight's channel. It allows us to do things that we can't do on YouTube. There's less restrictions in terms of, excuse me, copyrighted material, movies, doing those kind of things. So it's very cool. And I really would recommend you guys, please go consider joining the Nightwatch Zone on their Patreon. And Sarah has it in the chat right there. And Sarah, if you could post it again just right now while I'm talking about it, just so that it's fresh, I'd appreciate it. So I would love for you guys to surprise Knight and Coriander tonight by at least having 2 people, at least 2 of you, joining a Patreon paid level, not the free level. That, you know, that's great, but it doesn't really support and help the channel grow. But if you are if you become a member of Patreon at a paid level, I would love for us to surprise Knight. So think about that, guys. Think about that. Go check it out. Thank you, Sarah. Click that link right there. You'll go see the levels of membership and the perks you get for each one. And so it's pretty awesome over there. So let's surprise them, right? So if you go over and you sign up tonight, put it in the chat that you just became a patron. And Sarah will be keeping an eye out for that. Please, Sarah. And let's do that. But hey, look who's back.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Welcome back. Of
Had to
course.
reboot.
No problem.
I know. I tell you, it is what it is.
Yep.
So yeah, so for our grand prize, that was kind of where I had stopped off. Each $10 super chat, it gives you an entry, and the prize is actually being on the panel with us on a live stream. And that's something that we've never done before.
Nope.
We're really excited to do that because we hear from people all the time, like, hey, can I join a stream? Hey, can I join a stream? And, you know, a lot of times it's always about scheduling, but also because we have our channel members and Patreon members at the higher levels, and, you know, we try to get them on when we can. And so this is a really cool perk now that is basically available to anyone that's in our grand prize raffle. So $10 super chat gets you an entry.
Nice.
Yes.
Very
absolutely.
cool. Very, very cool. So let me just catch up to the chat, and let's see where we're at, man. First off, we've got Super Tenor, who has a channel member anniversary. What's going on? 18 months.
Woo,
all right,
awesome.
man. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate you. Hope you've been doing well, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
And hey, Jen's coming in with a $10 super chat. All right.
There we go. First ticket for the raffle. Grand
Thank
raffle.
you so much.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate that, Jen. And I need to be on a panel to show off my new wall. That's right. Your new posters. Very, very cool.
I can't wait to see. Nice.
Yes. Okay. So Jen, we've got you down. You are in the raffle. You are already in the lead.
That's true.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
It's true. All right. We got Russell coming in saying, let's get the party started. Enjoying being here with awesome people and an awesome community. Got to get it started. What's up, everyone? All right, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We have got you down, man. We have got you down. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, Russell. We appreciate you, man. All right. And for everyone that is just coming in, we appreciate you guys. Let's see. Leonia saying, nice seeing you. It's been a minute. Had to catch back up with the gang. Hope everyone is having a great night. Well, thank you so much.
Mhm.
We appreciate that. All right. And we've got Mikey in the house and all things marketing. What's up?
Nice.
Great to have you.
Welcome.
All right. Okay, guys. Now, what we're going to do, obviously, I'm going to keep track of everyone when you send in a super chat to enter the raffle. And we will be spinning the wheel. So just hang in there. You got to be here to win. And we've had that happen before.
That's right.
Yes. Stay to see if you win or not, because we'd hate for you to win but not be here so that you can't get the prize.
That's too awful. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, we've got Sarah, thank you so much, putting the link in for Steven's channel. We've got the link in the description. Make sure, if you guys have not already, support our brother Steven at Craven Something Scary.
Thank you, mate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know who else we have to give a thank you to is Oliver's coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Seriously.
There we go. That's how we do it.
Awesome.
Yes. Yep. Thank you. So we've got our second person who is in the raffle for the grand prize, which, and again, you know, like we said, Stephen, we've never done this, and we really put, you know, a lot of, you know, this is a big to us, you know, because having someone to actually be on the panel with us, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, we can have some fun with you guys live and talk about whatever we're going to be talking about. So it's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. And just to let everybody know too, in case, and I hope you all are looking at the channel membership perks, Patreon perks, but if you haven't yet seen it, typically the only way that people can join our panel is if they are a top tier channel member or Patreon member at the highest levels.
Yes.
That's it. So this is like a huge opportunity, I'll say. A huge opportunity. And you know what? The more entries you have, we saw it last night. It literally happened last night. The more opportunities you have to win.
That's right.
So this is a big one, guys. This is appearing on a panel it really is a big deal. Not because we're so special, but the fact is
But we
that
are.
Well, thank you, Coriander. I like to think so, but
right?
But you know, but on top of that, it's not many. We don't bring many people onto our panels. Very rare. It's people, you know, not anyway. You guys get what I'm saying. So take advantage of the opportunity. We hope you do. And Oliver has, and so is Jen. So there we go. We're off to the races.
And Oliver's saying Billy and I are available anytime to go live. Billy has better hair than I do. I'm a little jealous. Sorry, Jen. I just won this. I hope all is well with everyone.
Love that.
Hey, you never know. I mean, right now is a 50-50 shot.
It is.
It is a 50-50 shot. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, look, guys, let's also take a moment, and we also have a little surprise, and we've got a special guest that we're going to be bringing on who, you know, in my opinion, just so much fun to talk movies with. And I feel as though, you know, when you think about the community, there are some folks that you can just like kick back, relax, and just have a blast with. And this is one of those folks. And I'm just so happy that we've got a chance to cross each other's paths and have had a lot of good times here live. And we're going to have a bunch more. And I'm glad one of those times is tonight. So let's bring on our special guest. You know this person. You love this person. I know you do. So let's bring her on. Here's a good friend. She's smiling. Here's a good friend, Rachel. What's up?
Hey, Rachel.
A lovely intro. Love hanging with you guys. Love talking movies. Oh, let me see if I can get her. We do have one other person here today. This is Carmilla, and she has decided to join us. This is my little demon.
So
Carmilla.
cute.
Well, and now she's left, but at least we got her on camera for a split second.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, she looks
Nice.
cute. That's how she gets away with so much badness.
isn't that the way it always
Yeah, that's
is?
like our little alien
It
boy.
is.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. They just give you
Well,
that
thanks
look
for
and you
having me,
start melting.
guys.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
awesome. It's been a minute. It's been a while. Things have been a
Yeah.
bit crazy on my end, but so glad
Yeah.
to be here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm so glad that you can make it. I mean, we always have a blast. Um, let's start off with, well, first of all, let me just throw this out here first, Rachel, because we were doing this fest and we decided to watch some newer movies that have just been out in the last couple months, I should say. And I think that it's interesting because with horror, this horror community, we love our classics. We love those movies that, bring back a lot of great memories and so forth. But, in my opinion, and I know I've spoken about this with Steven and Coriander, it's really cool to think about, the movies that will become great movies, whatever they may be, whatever subgenre. Have you seen any movies within the last several months that really speak to you as, man, I really enjoyed that film? This could be maybe a movie 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now that I'm going to kick back and watch a lot because now it's a classic for me.
I think the movie in the last few months that hit me the most in terms of it will become a classic. It's not the easiest movie to watch, but everything about it just hit me so much. And I just thought to myself, this movie will go on. And that was The Substance. I remember
Oh,
thinking this will be a body horror classic. It will go on to be like, The Fly and all of the Cronenberg's work. I just thought that movie was so brilliant. Not
mhm.
just like a lot of people talk about like the Hollywood side of things and how your beauty fades and everything like that. And I think that political commentary was good. But for me, what really hit me about The Substance was the sadness of it and
Yeah.
watching Demi Moore struggle every time she had to go back to her original body and seeing that sadness and that self-hatred that would come from switching between a body that is deemed so perfect and a body that you feel doesn't get you that sort of adoration and adulation. And I remember one of my favorite scenes in that movie is sorry for mild spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, but there's that scene where she's going to meet her old college friend and
Yes.
she keeps changing her clothes and I mean Demi Moore looks fantastic and that's kind of the point of the movie, isn't it, that she still
Right.
looks so great but society has deemed her not worthy anymore. I mean, there's that scene where she just starts, scraping all the makeup off her face. And it just hit me so hard about what a double-edged sword that situation would be of having to switch between those bodies. I thought Demi Moore was fantastic. I
Yeah.
also thought that Margaret Qualley was fantastic. I thought both of them playing the two sides. And what I really loved about The Substance was how it filmed every single body the exact same way. So it said, hey, if you want to ogle Margaret Qualley and her fake boobs and her perfect butt, we're also going to make you ogle Dennis Quaid eating shrimp at 50 miles an hour. Like you're going to be
Gosh.
looking at everything. So I think The Substance was one. The other one that hit me really hard recently that I also think will go on to be a bit of a classic was Nosferatu, because I think that Robert Eggers, the way that he did that movie and the way he brought the atmosphere and the horror, but also the sensuality of that the vampire genre can bring forth. And I think
Mhm.
that I haven't really seen that done in a vampire film since like Interview with the Vampire. It's just such a great mix of horror, but also, like I said, that sexuality awakening. Night, your video on it, the one that's got that great thumbnail that just says horny with with Lily Rose Depp in the center. That was a great exploration. Like I thought the way that you talked about, like Ellen, she fears the count, but she's also drawn to him. It's that awakening of sexuality within her that unfortunately Thomas can't really give her, and also the tragedy of their tale of her accidentally summoning him, and then of course the climax of that movie. So those are the two that recently I've seen in the last few months that I think will go on to be classics and that I will revisit. But it's interesting because they are neither of them easy movies to watch. You know, they're
Right.
both very
Mhm.
intense.
Yeah.
And like, I remember when I watched The Substance, I was like, I definitely want to watch this again, but I'm going to have to be prepared because
Yeah.
it's just so in your face. But no, those are
Yeah.
the two in the last couple of months, last few months that I've noticed.
Yeah, no, those are some great choices and definitely heavy watches. You gotta prep for it, man. You gotta prep
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good picks. So let me and Coriander, I'll get to you in a second too, but I'll ask the same question to you, Stephen. Are there any films, horror films, I should say, that you've seen in the last several months? I mean, it can be even
Mhm.
up to a year if you want, that really stick out to you and makes you think 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, this is going to be a movie that I'm going to watch a lot and it's going to become one of those new horror or newer horror classics.
Yeah, I think two of them we're doing in this fest. I think Hard Eyes has the potential to be a franchise,
Hmm.
and we could have new Hard Eyes killer, copycat killer every look at the Scream model, right?
Hmm.
It's because the person is not Jason and it's not Michael,
Yeah.
Freddy. It can be anybody, which is the beautiful thing of Scream. So I think Hard Eyes could adapt that and continue. I hope that they do, really.
Mm.
Companion as well, I think has a potential. But for me, I think if I had to pick just two, that would be the franchise possibility. It's going to be Hard Eyes and it's going to be Thanksgiving because I really do think John Carver could become a horror icon down the road. I do know that a little bit of inside information. This isn't a rumor. This is real. Um, there's not going to be Halloween. It's not Halloween. Thanksgiving 2 will not be out this year. They were going to begin filming first quarter or early spring of next year. It will be out around Thanksgiving of 26. So
Mm.
that is happening next
Cool.
year. So I can tell you that from someone who's as plugged in as you can be to a movie. So
Sweet.
something to look forward to, and I'm
Mhm.
really anxious to see because we know we're getting a sequel already.
Right.
So
Yep.
this is a big movie for Thanksgiving because
Hmm.
if Thanksgiving 2 gets well responded, lots of box office success,
Yep. Then we're
then
we're on the
I
ground
think
running.
we're on running. I think we'll get a third, and here we go.
Yep.
So those are my two picks
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
Very cool. And before I get to you, Coriander, you're right. You know, if you can get two, you're
Yes.
you're golden. You know, I mean,
That's
look at
right.
Terrifier. When Terrifier
Yep.
2, got all of that attention and the hype and actually made a really nice profit for an indie movie, they were like, "Yep, we're doing 3." And as they were doing 3, like, "Are you ready for 4? Are you ready for 5?" Because now you've got the momentum, you've got the horror
Yeah.
community that is latched
Hmm.
onto it. So it's really cool.
It
Um,
is.
Coriander, how about you? Have you seen any
Mm.
horror movies within the last several months, or it can even be a year or so, that you think could be one of those classics down the road for you?
Oh, jeez. Um, uh,
And if you don't, that's okay.
a classic? That's tough.
Well, I
'Cause,
mean, like a horror movie
like,
that really
you
impressed
know,
you. Like, I mean, it's obviously not a classic right now, but down the road, maybe it could be. And you guys in the chat, let us know what
I
you
mean,
think as
Rachel
well.
with Nosferatu. That's a really good pick.
Yeah.
I do agree with that one. But I mean, from what I've seen so far, I'm gonna say besides that, I don't know. No, I don't think I
Okay.
can.
All right.
Um,
Nosferatu. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cool. Before I give my ideas on that, just to catch up to you guys in the chat, because I know you guys are working hard. And by the way, let us know which movies you think could be a classic at some point down the road. But real quick, we got Jen coming in again with a $10 super chat, trying to get that grand prize, saying, I will throw in another one to share this news. They're making The Princess Bride into a stage musical. Ooh,
Nice.
that's cool. I love The Princess Bride.
I love that movie too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites from back in the day.
Since we're speaking non-horror and new movies, if you guys are Karate Kid fans, that was a great movie.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna see it, Steven?
I hope to see it soon.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's going to hit streaming, but as soon as it does, I'm watching it.
Yes,
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. Well, thank you, Jen. We've got you down again for the grand prize. And again, guys, if you are just coming in, we've got 2 drawings that we're going to have tonight. That's right. We've got 2. If you get a $5 raffle ticket through a $5 super chat, then you have a choice of 2 prizes, one of which could be an autographed physical poster, and the other is being able to pick a topic for an upcoming stream. So just to let you guys know, we've still got that going on. And we also have, what's up, man? Good to see you. CJ Kid, what's up? With a $20 super chat. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate
All right.
that. All right. Coming from our Patreon platform, man. What's good to have you here. Seriously. Saying, Knight, I sent you the list of 10. Beyond that, I hope everyone is doing well and are healthy. Bless you guys. Thank you so much, man.
Same.
All right.
Hope you're in good health.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Good
Thank you
luck.
so much. That is very kind of. Hey, you've got 2 entries into the grand prize.
Sure
2.
does.
Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Thank you so much. And we also got Hollywood guys in the house. What's up? Coming in with a $5 super chat. So we've got you in for the first raffle, Hollywood guy. Hope you've been doing good, man. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Saying I wanted to see a sequel to Sick. That was a great slasher movie. It needs a sequel.
Uh-huh.
It was a really I enjoyed Sick. I really did.
I did too, bro. I really did.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to get a sequel though. I mean, that's not to say never say never, but I just don't think it made enough waves in the water,
Right.
To garner that. What do you think, Steven?
I agree. I think that I like the movie. I've seen it multiple times actually, and I like it better every time I watch it. I'm like, oh, I catch little things. And Kevin Williamson, I thought, did a great job writing that movie. And but I don't agree. I mean, I agree that it did not, unfortunately, reach the box office levels needed for a sequel, unless it's really independent film, kind of thing. Which it could be, but plus just the nature of Sick, it's not conducive for sequels. Because it's based on a pandemic to start. I mean, I guess you can figure out ways to do things, but when I watch it, I never think of it in terms of having a sequel. I think this is a one event film.
Yeah.
And and I really enjoy it.
I did too. Did you enjoy it, Rachel? Did you see Sick, or I can't remember if you did or not.
I haven't seen it yet, so that's on the list. But hey, never give up on sequels. I mean, someone greenlit Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, so there's always hope. You just never know.
Oh, give me a bucket.
You need to stop. We haven't even gotten there yet. She trips me out.
Just saying, there's always someone out there who's willing to spend some money on something, so don't lose hope.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned the independent movie route, because there could be, hey, somebody may do this little independent film. It may not be a major studio.
Yeah.
But hey, anything's possible. That's a good point, Rachel.
Right. That's great. Hey, look, Maze Lake, correction night. Sick made a lot of waves in the water. You're not remembering the raft scene.
Oh,
that was a cool scene.
It was.
That was a really cool scene. Oh my gosh. Good point, May. Good point. But I really thought it was a good one. I really did.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we also have a couple other folks that have been just jumping into the chat. We got our guy Marcus in the house from I shot him 6 times. What's up, bro?
Hey, Marcus.
Good to see you. We got Mary in the house. What's up, Mary? Good to see you.
Hey, Mary.
And Sarah, I was waiting for Sarah to say this. She's got a movie, and she says Sinners, but you could have guessed I was going to say that. Yes. I think that definitely could be a movie down the road. Could be a classic.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there you. I was
There's
surprised.
another one.
I was surprised you didn't say it.
There's another one.
Travis saying it's been a couple years old, but the movie Totally Killer is a movie I see myself rewatching a bunch. That was a fun movie with the time.
It was a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah, it was fun. I really had fun with that. Hey, we got Polar in the house. Hey, what's up, Polar?
Hey, Polar.
Cool to have you here. Saying, is Talk to Me too far back? I love rewatching that. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a newer one as well.
It is.
And I thought, did you see that one, Steven?
I have not yet, and I really want to see it.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm gonna need to do a watch party for something because I want to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just that because I haven't seen it either. So party.
Ooh.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, Rachel. There we go.
There we go. All
We're
right.
gonna have to do that.
That's right. Okay. And also in the chat, we got this might be a little war going on with Jen and Oliver. Oliver says, second entry, small detail from Saw that not many people noticed when Adam got the tape recorder from the dead body's hand. There was no tape in it when Adam put his tape in. Ooh. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, Oliver, let me put you down, man. You've got another entry. This is becoming like a little war here. And it's really cool. But I don't even remember that. And I absolutely love Saw. Wow. That's a good one. That is a good one. Thanks so much for the support, man. We appreciate you. And seriously, that was very, very kind of you, man. And speaking of the war, Jen says, one more for those who don't know yet. Prime is putting out a new Carrie movie, and Matthew Lillard is playing the school principal. That's right. It's from Mike Flanagan.
Yes. I'm gonna say, that's Flanagan, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, like I'm kind of excited, but also cautious because, like, if anyone's going to do this story justice, it's Flanagan because, he's so good. But by the same token, like, Carrie it's one of the leanest of King's books. It's so small and sharp and to the point. And the De Palma film is just so freaking good that it's like, it'll be interesting to see what Flanagan does, but I'm worried that if they stretch it too much, they might lose that impact of it being like such a punchy short book. So I'm very interested. And if it was anyone other than Flanagan, I might be like, oh, it'll be a write-off. But I have faith in him. He does so well, and he does so well with the psychological side of things that what he does with Mrs. White is going to be very interesting to see what he expands upon Carrie's home life. And I wonder if he'll expand upon other characters in the book, like Chris or even Sue. That could be really interesting to see what he does.
Right. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I agree. And, of course, Stephen King also said the same thing, is that, why are they going to do another, Carrie project? Just leave her alone. It's kind of what his quote was. But then I guess what Mike Flanagan did was he told them about how this isn't going to be a remake of the De Palma film. And there was a certain way that he was going to approach the story that he felt would do it justice. And I guess Stephen King also felt the same way. Carrie is one of your favorite movies of all time.
It is.
Mike Flanagan has done so many great adaptations of Stephen King's work. What do you think about that? Are you nervous or excited? I mean, we love Mike Flanagan's work, all of his stuff on Netflix and everything.
I just don't know why everybody has to keep touching Carrie. They just need to leave it alone and let it be.
Well, I
guess it'll be interesting to see about Carrie White's mom, but I mean, just stick to that, and maybe don't even go into Carrie. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
you
mean?
gotta
It's
do.
like,
You gotta go
no,
into
I'm
Carrie because
sorry,
that's.
but no.
Can you imagine if they did the
no.
movie and we don't see Carrie at all?
And this is a movie. It's not a show.
No, it's gonna be. I think it's a 7
It's
episode
yeah, it's a series.
series.
Yeah. Okay. So I would rather, know about her mom and learn about her backstory because
Mhm.
we already know about Carrie's and what happens with her.
Mhm.
That they should just concentrate on the mother, and I don't think they should touch Carrie. It should
Well, they
be more
definitely
on
will.
her. I get that,
Yeah.
but they shouldn't.
I do know that because they've already casted
I get it.
Carrie and
But
all
they
that
shouldn't.
too. Yeah.
And can I just underline Matthew Lillard
Yeah.
in the series? So
hmm
let's go.
Yeah. It should be pretty cool. I'm excited to see. Mike Flanagan hasn't steered me wrong yet.
You know,
You
he's
know,
not.
He hasn't.
That's right.
He's had what
Good point.
five series on Netflix and so forth. I love them all.
Mhm.
I love his directed movies. He found a way to make was it Annabelle? Was it Creation that he did, or was no? It was Ouija, the second Ouija film.
Yes.
Oh,
Origin of Evil.
yes.
Yes.
He found a way to make
Yes.
a movie that was really, really good, whereas the first movie was crap.
It was, dude.
Yeah,
That sequel blew away the first movie.
agreed.
And I'm like, Mac Flanagan, there's the reason.
That's right.
That's why.
He's just really
he-
talented.
Yeah. I think also if you think of I always think of Gerald's Game when I think of Stephen King adaptations. And I think it was Rockland Graves did a video on this recently where he talked about how Gerald's Game is such a hard book to adapt because of the themes of the book, because of, the trauma that the main character goes through. And when you
Right.
watch the film, he does such a good job at handling that subject matter and handling the horror. And I remember Gerald's Game, it was one of those movies that after I watched it, I just sat there for 10 minutes just going, wow, it was so intense. So again, I think if it was anyone but Flanagan, I might be writing it off, but I think he can handle it. But I am also a bit with Coriander because I love the De Palma's Carrie, and I've seen the other remakes and they just don't hold up. I don't know that anyone can beat that Black Prom sequence. The De Palma sequence is just so chilling. So it will be interesting. I guess we'll just have to wait and see and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, it'll be interesting. I can't wait to see how it shapes up. I really can't. Jen, thank you so much for that super chat and being so gracious and jumping into another entry for the grand prize, and also great comment about Carrie, and we appreciate that seriously. Let's see who else. DJ's coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, DJ. Saying I think the movie Stitches could be turned into a franchise with Ross Noble playing Stitches. I haven't seen Stitches. Have you guys seen Stitches?
Me either.
I haven't. No.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that one out. DJ, you'll have to let us know why you think it could be turned into a franchise. That'd be a good follow-up. And if I see that, I'll definitely read it because I'm curious what specifically that you think will help make it into a franchise. But you are also in the raffle. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Let's see. CJ Kid coming in again with a $5 super chat. Now going into the other raffle. So he's in both raffles, guys. This is, you get multiple opportunities.
He's playing to win.
He's playing to win, man. Let's see. Ask Coriander, what does she think about the Crisp Goliath as a new... Oh, the Crisp Goliath as a new nickname for Jason. What do you think of that for a new
what
nickname?
What is his name?
The Crisped Goliath. I
Oh,
can't even say it that well. He was sending a super chat to ask you that.
That is ridiculous. That
You
is
don't like it?
what, dude. Oh my god. That is I don't even know what to say.
Okay.
I don't even know. I am not for it, man.
Not for it.
I am not for it. I'm actually very disappointed.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's the answer.
What to friggin' say.
All right. Okay. So look, guys, I'm going to catch up to the chat some more, but we also have a little game that our good friend Sarah has put together. And I thought this would be really cool to play this with you guys. And again, Sarah, thank you so much for putting this together. And for you guys in the chat, you guys can play along. I will get to the other super chats that are coming in. You guys can keep throwing them in. We're going to put you into the raffles, which we will be drawing in a little bit. And of course, you got to be here in order to be a part of that. And before I bring up the game, Stephen, let me just jump to you
Yeah.
real quick, because of course last night, we had a really fun game that you did. And just real quick, when we do these types of games on the streams, how do you perceive them as the host, as the content creator? To me, I always think about it as a really fun way. It's almost like we're all hanging out like in a living room playing like a board game, except it's not a board game. We're all virtual.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I mean, I kind of think the same way, man. It's like we're all getting together, having a big party,
Yeah.
and we're all going to play this game together in the living room or what have you. And it just feels like we're with family and we're just having a good time playing games.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
I
love a
agree.
good game? Excuse me, game night.
Yeah.
Don't we all have memories of game nights with our families and then with our friends? And right, they're
It's so true.
always fun. And I like to think, as a host of the game, and now you host, that you're stepping into that. You're that Bob Barker, Nick Martindale.
Oh,
We're
no.
the little skinny mic. That's like 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
That they hold.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what it's like, and it's fun to host a game.
Yeah,
It's fun to be hosting a game,
It
and
is, man.
and it's even more fun when you just see everyone engage
Yeah,
and have and play along, and
that's right.
yeah, it's very very it's a lot of fun. So
It
I feel
is,
the
man.
same.
Well said. Well said. All right,
Yep.
guys. Well, look, let's do this. Let's play a game that Sarah put together. You guys in the chat, you guys can play along as well. I have not looked beyond, what these answers are, so it's fresh for me as well. So let's see what our good friend the Queen has put together. Okay, so let's see. We've got. I'm just going to remove this from here and bring up our new. Okay, here we are. Guess these horror movies
Ooh.
based on their bad descriptions. Okay, so this should be pretty interesting. And how about we do this? You guys in the chat, again, let us know what you think. We won't get to everyone's comment. We'll try to get to a few of them. Obviously, if you're sending in super chats for the raffle, we're going to make sure that we put your comment up on the screen, but you can also take a stab at these too. And I think that this is going to be a lot of fun and pretty interactive. Okay, so Stephen, let's start with you.
Okay.
I think Sarah also has given us the rules. So let's pull that up. There's got to be rules. Okay. So it says for how to play, and hopefully you guys can see this. It says you'll be given a bad, vague, or misleading movie description, and you will have to guess what movie it is describing. For example, an aspiring dancer slowly transforms into a bird. And the answer for that is Black Swan. Did you know?
I knew that.
Whoa!
Why couldn't that have been
Yeah.
mine?
Yeah.
That's probably going to be like the only one I know.
Dude,
What the
Brianne is
hell?
already winning. Cool.
hold on.
Yeah. What the hell?
That's too bad.
That's way too bad.
Hey, look, hold on. Can I ask you something? See, did you
I've
like that
seen-
movie? You've seen it?
Yeah. I've seen
I didn't
that.
even know she's seen it. Okay, wow, this is crazy. All right, but Steve is going to be first. All right, first one,
Okay.
Steve. Here we go.
Here we go.
William Shatner stalks a straight A student.
Oh, okay. Give me a minute here.
Mm-hmm.
William Shatner stalks a straight A student. I can tell you this: whatever movie this is, I'm dying to see it already, just because of this description.
Right.
William Shatner. Wow, William Shatner.
Coriander's
Oh,
hands up and
You
stuff.
joking?
see, I
I
remember
knew that
last
she was
night
mean.
the clues. If Sarah did this like last night, she's helping us with very subtlety, with a lot of subtlety in these clues, in these descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
William Shatner stalks a straight A student. Okay, Sarah, I know what you're doing, and it just clicked. William Shatner's the mask for Michael Myers.
Mm.
And remember Laurie Strode? She was a great student. I don't know if she's a straight A student, but she may have said that. But I think of her as like that ultimate good girl next door
Mm-hmm.
student. I'm going to say it's Halloween 78.
All right, final answer.
That's my final answer. I may be wrong.
I love how you were piecing it together, man. That was great. All right, let's see what the answer is. There it is.
Yes,
There it
worked.
is.
Yes,
Good for you,
thanks.
buddy. You did
Thank
it.
you, bro. Woohoo!
You were putting that together like Sherlock Holmes. I was like, I like the way
Wow.
this guy is thinking, man.
I love that. Wow.
Yeah.
Step
Wow.
aside, Watson. Step aside, Watson.
You got nothing on me, Watson. All right.
Wow.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to our next one. Rachel, this one will be for you, and then Coriander, and then we'll just go back around. All right. So, Rachel, here's our next one. The girl's best friend becomes the self-proclaimed man-eater.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I know all these so
Okay.
far.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. What do you think, Rachel?
okay. Girl's best friend becomes a self-proclaimed man-eater.
Come on, girl.
So I'm thinking cannibalism, but I'm trying to think of cannibalistic movies.
Keep thinking that way.
Okay. I'm gonna take a stab. Because this is the only one I can think of. Is this
Okay.
this isn't teeth, is it? Is this teeth?
Let's
Oh,
Let me guess.
Let's-
Jennifer's body.
Oh.
I'm guessing Jennifer's body.
wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't hear any of that because everyone.
She said teeth.
You're going
Sorry.
with teeth, Rachel?
I said teeth. Yes, but I think I just heard Coriander say Jennifer's body, so it probably is that one.
Well, let's
But
see
my
what it
first
is.
guess was teeth. If anyone has
All right.
seen teeth,
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's Jennifer's body.
there we go. So
Ah.
that
Coriander's
would
seen
be
teeth.
like-
She
that
can
would be-
understand why my mind went there.
Yeah, but that would be like a different description.
All right.
Anyway, hey, all
So,
Teeth is hilarious. That's watch party material, bro.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh. All right,
Seriously, man.
So, all right. So, Coriander, here's yours finally.
I know
You've
it'll
been
be
waiting.
one like
You've been
I
jumping
won't
out
know.
answers.
Yeah, I
Well,
probably
look.
won't know.
I don't know.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Next one. A guy regrets not building a fence next to the railroad.
Exactly. What?
And you guys in the chat, some of you guys have been killing it.
Stand by me? I don't know.
You're gonna go stand by me?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, for you guys in the
I don't
chat,
know,
just to
though.
read it
I
to
don't
you
think
guys.
that's it.
A guy regrets not building a fence next to the railroad. All right, so we're going with Stand By Me.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's see what we get.
Ah,
Oh.
That's
that makes
too
sense.
bad.
Oh, whatever, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good,
I knew it would
Sarah.
work out
Sarah,
that
these-
way.
I really like these.
I don't
This
think
is-
I would
yeah.
have gotten that one. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
this
gotten that
I
This is
wouldn't have
good.
gotten that one. No.
Yeah.
one. Mm-mm.
All right, Stephen. Let's. Well, actually, yeah, Stephen. Let's go through again.
Okay.
Let's give you the next one. Let's see what the clue is. A doll becomes obsessed with a young boy's body.
Okay. A doll becomes obsessed with the young boy's body. Ooh. I used to think it's the other way around. Okay, a doll becomes obsessed. Well, this is probably going to be really obvious, but then I'm going to. The first thing that pops in my head is Chucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Ding ding. Oh.
I'm going to stick with that gut feeling and say Chucky or Child's Play.
Okay. All right. Let's see what it is. It's Child's Play.
Hey, all right.
Yay. We did it. What, Rachel?
I love the picture chosen. It really looks like Chucky's like falling in love with Andy.
It does.
Look at that devotion.
He looks like a nice little doll.
Does. He's gonna be his best friend.
Yeah. Friends to
To the
the
end.
end. To the end.
We're friend till the end.
Tally ho. Look at
That's right.
Man is going crazy in the chat. My baby, my son.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got that one. Kelly and Kay. Kay said it as well. Russell's cracking up. And good to see you guys here. Hey, Kay. Glad to have you here. Kelly got it. All right. You guys know what's going on. Very, very cool. All right. Let's see what we have for our next one. Rachel, this one will be for you. A group of women realize skydiving would have been a better choice.
Oh.
This is gonna be the descent, right? Like going high instead of going low.
Well, let's see. That sounds like logical.
Yeah, that sounds
There
logical.
it is. The descent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes. That was very, very
I
well.
know who sits around and says, "Oh, you know what would be fun? Let's go down into a cave that we can't escape from." That sounds fantastic.
Right?
Like
Well-
spelunking to me makes no sense.
Well, you know what I will say about that movie, and Sarah, and well, I won't say that because it might give away some stuff, but Sarah, that was a really good one. But I've always said for The Descent, it's such a good movie. Oliver knew it. It's such a good movie because as crazy as that premise is, to me anyways, in my opinion, I think they set it up in such a great way because of the grief that one of the ladies is dealing with, the trauma of things and so forth. Not to give away stuff, but it is an old movie, and if you haven't seen it, you should see it. But you know, that was kind of the impetus of it all, and the fact that they were all very outdoorsy and always did these types of, you know, daredevil type of things. So in my mind anyways, as crazy as it sounds to me, I bought it in the movie and it felt organic in the movie. And of course, that's just the beginning of it all. You know what I'm saying? They go through this whole journey, literally a journey where things just go crazy. So I think it's a fantastic movie. I think as time has gone on, it's almost, at least it feels like in the horror community, like when I talk about it, it almost feels like it's kind of been forgotten a little bit and underappreciated, which I feel is too bad, because I think it is a fantastic movie that has so many great horror elements in it, and it's just really good. It truly is. To me, that's a classic for me, like an unsung classic, you know.
Fair enough.
So all right. So now real quick too, just to catch up to you guys in the chat, because we do have some more super chats that have come in, and I just want to catch up to you guys. We got CJ Kid coming in again with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, is it possible to request the Freddy chalkboard for Daddy video, please? It's too funny. You know what? Now I was just about to say that we're going to do a super chat clip, but I don't know if I still have that one. That's one of Coriander's favorites.
Dude.
It really, I know it is. Why'd you say dude? I don't think I still have that, but I'll do another one. And let's do this one. And it's an oldie but goodie. But you know, sometimes you just never know what's going to happen until you get right down to the brass tacks. And it might look just like this.
Lift. Like this. Swing your hips, baby. Swing your hips. Fire! Swing your hips.
There it is, man.
There you go.
There it is. Listen, one of these days I'll have to get this one back up, Christopher, seriously. But thank you so much for the super chat. And we've got you down again in the first drawing. I mean, you got both drawings going on here. And yeah,
There you
awesome
go.
stuff. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, you got both drawings that you're a part of. And look, we got Oliver coming in again with a $10 super chat. All right, man. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, we appreciate the support. And he's saying, third entry, Jen, my bedtime isn't for a couple of hours. Just bring it. Can you smell what Billy is cooking?
Wow.
He's ready to throw hands.
He is, man. This is truly like a war. Thank you so much,
It
man.
is.
We've got you in for the grand prize, brother. Thank you so much for the support. It really does mean a lot to us. It helps the channel out and helps us to do more of these type of streams and fests. Thank you, man. We got our buddy Atrol in the chat. What's up, man? Good to have you here. Glad you could make it tonight. He's coming in with a $5 super chat. So you're in the first drawing for the raffle. And I love this. All that the super chat says is Halloween 78. There you
There
go.
we go.
Man.
That's what he said.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. All right. Thanks, brother. Russell also came in with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Russell.
Okay.
We appreciate you, man. We got you in again. You got 2 entries, giving you more of an opportunity to win. Saying, hope you're having a good night, Coriander. What's everyone's thoughts
Thank
on
you.
Matthew and Skeet joining night? Wait a minute. What does it say?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And also saying hi to Rachel. Man, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the sequel. The first movie was actually a lot of fun. You know, we watched it together, the whole fam, and it was actually a lot of fun. Did you enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and seeing Matthew. I mean, look, man, it's always fun seeing Matthew. What did you guys think? Rachel, did you see Five Nights at Freddy's, or do you have?
I haven't seen it yet, so I've seen like clips here and there, and it does look like a lot of fun. It's definitely on my to watch list.
Yeah.
And anything with Matthew Lillard is, fantastic. So I will get around to it at some point.
Yeah, very, very cool. Steven, how about you? What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I've seen it 2 or 3 times actually, and I thought it's very entertaining. It's it's a fun movie just to turn on and watch in the background and watch. And of course Matthew Lillard, he was so good in that role, and
He was.
I don't want to spoil anything for Rachel, so
yeah.
I'll just say there was a couple of nods. There were 2 nods to Scream that are very clear.
Love that.
If you're
Love it.
diehard Scream fans like we are, you will recognize both of them, and it's so cool.
Yeah,
and very cool. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. You should definitely watch it. It's fun.
Yeah. All right. Now, let me also, because we're going to go back to our game in a second, but also let me just throw in my ideas too for some films that I think, or film that I think will be, hopefully a classic down the road. And it's not just because we watched it, but I got to admit, man, I think Companion was so good. It was so surprising because I went into it. I remember when we saw it in the theater, in the back of my mind, I was thinking that I already kind of had all I needed, from the trailer, because I had seen the commercial for it, and the trailer kind of gave away a big point. Rachel, have you seen Companion?
No, not yet. And I haven't seen any trailers either. All I hear about this film is that you should go in blind. So I'm trying to keep that, and I'll probably get around to it soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Blind.
Yeah. We'll keep it blind. But I'm just saying that I thought it was just so good. So that definitely could be one. I also second Nosferatu. I think it was great. Robert Eggers has such a style that I love. It just feels like I'm back in the old days, and he really loves old school films, and he just his movies are just so organic, and I just love them. I truly do. So Nosferatu is great. I also absolutely loved Sinners. We saw it in the theater. I've done a video on it. I think it just had so many really cool elements. That's definitely a movie that down the road it's going to be in my rotation. Also loved Longlegs, and I've talked about that also in my Why You Hate series. I think it was just so much fun, and I think that I just think that Oz Perkins has a lot of talent as well, as a director and his style. I like his films. So those are some of my choices that I think will be some big films down the road. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And before we get back to our game, we also, geez, I didn't even know this. We got Jen coming in again.
Oh
Jen.
boy, big guns
Wow.
out.
Saying, gotta keep up with Oliver. On August the 3rd, I started an 8-week class for acting for film. So when they are casting Scream 8, I will have a reel to send in. Ooh,
Yay, Jen.
that is cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
cool.
Can you imagine if
Bro.
Jen can make this happen? That would be so cool, man. It's like,
It'd be amazing.
the
Imagine our Jen in Scream 8 in
That
some
would be
role.
so cool.
Mhm.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for helping to support. Thank you for being, just a generous channel member. It helps us out so much, more than you guys ever know, seriously. And you've got another entry into the grand prize, but also some really cool news. And I'm glad to hear that you're going to have this opportunity. I mean, seriously, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And hey, we got our boy Nightfall in the house. What's up, man? Channel member anniversary for 23 months. We're almost there at 2 years. The time flies. Thank you so much, man. Saying hello, family. Just off of work. Sorry I'm late. Hey, no problem at all, man. We're glad to have you here. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Scott's in the house. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Coming in with a $2 super chat. Saying, I'm surprised none of you said long legs. Long legs, yes, man. Look, it's a good one. It's a great one. I really, really, I really enjoyed that film. We saw it in the theater, and you really liked it too. And we watched it here. This is a quick story, not to rant too much, but the youngest, obviously on social media, all that they showed was like little memes and this and that, especially of Nicolas Cage. So
They were making fun of it.
our youngest was kind of poking fun at it, saying, this looks like it's stupid. We said, look, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about horror movies. Let's watch it. I kid you guys not. And if anyone has seen Long Legs, you know that I believe it's like 2 hours long. Yeah, it's heavy. A lot of it is heavy, and it's very stylistic. She loved it. She's like, oh my God, it is good. It's like, yeah, we know a little bit about movies. So yeah, so it was fun. It was fun. All right. So guys, let's get back to the game for a minute. I will jump back to the chat. I know we've got a couple more super chats, and we'll get to that in a moment. But let's go back and see some more of Sarah's amazing game. And let's go from there. Okay, so Rachel, you went last with the Descent. So Coriander, it's your turn. Let's see what we get. Here is the clue. You guys in the chat, let us know what you think as well. You guys have been doing some great guessing. Okay, this one says, man tries desperately to survive tea time with in-laws.
A man tries?
Yep, that's what it says. That's an interesting one. Man tries to desperately to survive tea time with in-laws.
I can only think of a girl. I can't think of a dude. Shit. I don't know.
I have a good guess on this one, and it is a movie that you like, if it is that. But think of it this, so that, like, and Sarah's been really good about this, about giving clues. So it says it's a man who's desperately trying to survive tea time with in-laws.
Yeah.
And I think the tea time is a big part of the clue, at least if my guess is correct.
Where those people blow up at the end. What the hell is that movie called? Where they explode?
Oh, that's wow. Oh, that's Ready or Not.
Yeah,
but that's a woman though. This is a man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, see, that's the
man
thing.
is
I
the
don't know. That's what's
protagonist.
throwing me off. I don't know.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I don't.
I've got a guess, and I'll throw this one
Don't
out.
you have the answers?
Well, I do have the answers, but I haven't looked at the answers.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't cheat. All right, so here's my guess. I'm gonna go with Get Out.
That was my guess too.
That was your guess, because
Mhm.
remember with the
Yeah.
teacup
I don't
to
think I
to bring
haven't
him into
seen
the.
that movie enough
Yes, ma'am.
times.
Well,
to-
okay, yeah.
to-
I mean, it does make sense. I'm just thinking it was Samara Weaving, but that's what's throwing me off too.
Well, you know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Ready or Not is a pretty good guess.
I
you
think
know,
it's a
but-
great guess. Maybe the man is.
Because I mean, her husband, obviously could be the man.
It
But I
could
just
be.
feel like Sarah's really good at these little clues, and I feel like
Yes.
when it says man, I'm thinking that a guy has to be the protagonist. So
Okay.
And like you said, like the tea time, the sink into the floor scene, it made me think,
Yes.
in the
yes,
sunken
because she
place.
would
Right.
have a teacup, and
She'd
that's
have
how
the
she was
teacup
hypnotizing him.
hypnotizing him.
Yeah. Okay, let's find out what the answer is. There's been a lot of talk about it. Let's see where we're at. The answer is Get Out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Great
Oh.
film.
Yes.
That,
Oh
yes.
my
that was another one that as soon as
gosh.
I watched it, I said, this will be a classic. This will be, oh my God, this film is so good. So good. I love
Yeah.
it so much.
Makes
Yeah.
total sense now. The tea time, of course. Yes.
Yeah, because she would always hold the teacup, and when
And
she would put
do
the
the-
spoon in around the rim to
Yes.
hypnotize him and stuff. Which, by the way, that's some of these movies that we've brought up. Sometimes it's the simplest things that can really stick with you, because just the thought of that, you know what I mean, just being hypnotized, and you
Mhm.
get to the point where you basically are stuck, in that
Mhm.
hypnosis. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying, bro.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, yeah, some of these movies, some great stuff. Travis also got it. Very, very cool. Yeah.
Nice.
JPEG, what's up, JPEG? Good to have you here. Okay. Real quick, too, we also have our good friend Nightfall coming in with a $10 super chat. Nightfall is in the grand prize drawing as well.
Ooh,
He
it's
made
getting
it.
spicy.
It is getting spicy,
I see
man.
must.
This war,
That's
that
right.
Oliver and we got CJ Kid with multiple entries, and Jen. These guys, they're not playing around. And Nightfall saying, showing some love to the panel that I'll be on one day soon. Thank you, Night and Steven, for the
See?
streams. There you go.
There you go, Nightfall.
Very cool, man. Much appreciated, and thank you so much. Seriously.
Hey, Night, and
Mhm.
and no one get offended if I'm wrong on this.
Mhm.
But last night, didn't Nightfall win
Yes.
my raffle to be on the panel? Right? It was Nightfall.
Well, no.
No, am I wrong
Oliver
on that?
won. Oliver won.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Nightfall won for our poster.
That's right. I knew he won something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Won the poster. Got it.
So the cool thing is that he's like, hey man, I want to try to win to be on the panel, which and he's talked to me about that before, and we want to make that happen. But tonight, it could be like boom, locked in.
We're locked in tonight.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, obviously, we're excited for that opportunity as well, to have some fun, play games, obviously have a discussion and all of that. So thank you guys so much for all the support. We really appreciate it. Very, very cool. Okay. All right. So let's go back to Sarah's game and let's see what else we got going on. Steven, you're going to be next, man. And let's see what the queen has cooked up. A girl fails pop quiz and pays with her life. Ooh.
Okay. Girl fails pop quiz. Pays with her life. So obviously, pop quiz. That sure feels like a Scream movie, doesn't it? Ghostface calling,
Could be.
It really feels like Scream, and I'm probably missing something obvious. That's another movie. But I was trying to remember if I ever heard Ghostface say pop quiz on the phone.
Well,
So.
I don't. Pop quiz. Wait a second. Didn't that know what he said to Kirby? Pop quiz. Rich remake, but then she actually didn't die. She did in the movie,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
right?
Well, you know,
I mean, I know that's right. All right, I won't go. I won't drag this out for too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say Scream, and it's probably not gonna be it, but I'm gonna go with
Okay.
that.
All right, let's find out. Let's see what it is. There it is. It is
yeah.
Scream.
Yes.
You did it, man.
You know, that's 2 out of 1 just going on my initial gut reaction.
There you go.
It usually serves us right to do the
That's
first
right.
thing.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, like Sarah always says, go with your heart. Go with your conscience.
That's right.
You know,
Mhm.
she always says that. That's her tagline.
Yeah.
These guys in the chat, they were guessing Scream. K guessed it. Russell.
Good
All
job,
right.
guys.
Very, very cool. Travis, he knew what was going on. Paula, Kelly. All right. Very, very cool. Let's see. And you know, Rachel, that's a good point. I agree. Danielle, I think you should check out Get Out. I think it was very, very good. I think it'll surprise you. I truly do. It was
Definitely.
very well done.
Mhm.
And I can speak, obviously, for us, at least here, Coriander, and my brother as well, who couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately. But I mean, we thought it was really good. So, yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Very, very cool. Okay, let's see what we've got next. Here we go. Rachel, Edward Cullen hates the Green Goblin.
I
and
know what this is.
tries to attack him several times near the ocean.
Spider-Man?
No,
What?
this
Green
is the
Goblin?
lighthouse. This is the lighthouse.
Yes, it is.
You're telling you don't like my lobster?
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're going with
Such a weird freaking movie. This
It is
movie
weird.
tripped me out, man.
It is, man.
So bizarre.
All right, the lighthouse. Let's see. There they are. the connection you never thought you'd have. Edward Cullen and the
I
Green
know,
Goblin.
right? That was a great description, by the way, Sarah. I love that.
That
So
was.
good.
That was Rachel. Sarah's like Rachel and laughing. That's great. Kelly got it. There you go. That was a good one. May got it. All right. Okay. Very, very cool. All right. Let's see. I think we might have another one. I'm not sure. Okay. So, Coriander, this one is for you. Man tries to marry his client as form of payment.
Wow, that's an ego.
Hmm.
Mm.
Shit. I don't know.
No guesses?
Nope.
No. Do you guys have any guesses, Stephen or
I
Rachel?
just keep thinking Pretty Woman is not a horror movie.
Right,
Maybe.
right.
But all
That's
I can
true.
think-
He tries to marry his client.
As a form of payment? Oh. I've got nothing. What about
This
you
is-
guys?
I
Only
got
thing-
I got nothing. Go ahead, Nate.
Well, I just had one that came in mind, but I don't think that actually fits it. The only thing that came to my mind was Nosferatu. That's the only thing. But I don't know. I don't
Hey,
know.
man.
I think Danielle has it in the chat.
All right. Well, let's find out. Let's see what it is. Beetlejuice.
Danielle was right. I didn't
Oh
even
my
think of
God.
that. How could I not have thought
Oh.
of that? Oh,
Oh, that
Nope.
was a good one. That was a good one.
that one was great.
Absolutely. Yep. I should have guessed that one. All right. Let's see. Okay, so
Oh,
Stephen,
Lydia.
summer swimming lessons would have saved thousands of lives.
Well, this is a big scale movie.
Yep.
Look, I got to go with my gut. It says Jaws. My gut says it's got to be Jaws, man.
Well, how
Okay.
come I can't get these ones?
Okay.
Damn it. What
I'm
the
gonna
freak?
say right now, it's not Jaws.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
I think I know exactly what it is. And Coriander, do you have a guess on this?
What? What was it?
Summer swimming lessons would have saved thousands of lives. You don't have to say it out loud, but do you have a guess? And Rachel, without saying it out loud, do you have a guess?
No, my thought was Jaws as well. So,
Okay. I don't think it's
mhm.
Jaws. What do
interesting.
you think? Anything? No? Okay. All I'm going to say is New Jersey. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, that was a great one, Sarah. That was so
Dude.
good.
You know what? Hey, look.
That is an awesome clue.
Listen. That was a great clue, but for some reason, you know how sometimes you'll read a clue and it just clicks. As soon as I read that, the first thing I thought about was Jason drowning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't know why. And
Yep.
come on, thousands of lives. There we go, right there. That was awesome.
Good job,
Sarah, that was
It was really
great.
good.
That you know what channel you're on. That was great. Look at that. Sarah, you're all right. That was awesome. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's really good.
That was great. Did anyone else in the chat get that? Hey Emo, how you doing? Good to see you. Did anyone else get it? Let's see.
I don't think
May.
so.
May, did
May
you
did?
get it?
Yeah.
You better have gotten it,
And
May.
someone-
Ah.
Yeah. I think there were a couple other people who said, yeah, maybe. Yeah, my other thought was piranha. But as Danielle
Piranha.
pointed out, learning to swim is not going to help you to outswim a shark. So
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't Jaws.
Yeah,
there
hello,
we go.
guy.
Yeah.
Paula, Kelly. All right. You guys are
Okay.
sharp,
You
eh?
guys are killing it out there.
Yeah, you guys. All right. DJ, very, very cool. All right. That was a really cool description though, seriously. Because it is tricky enough. It just for whatever reason just kind of spoke to me though. That was cool.
And then it's one of those ones where as soon as they said Friday the 13th, you go, oh yes, of course. You know, it just it clicks into place.
Yep. Absolutely. Very cool. Sarah, thank you so much. That was so cool.
Yes. That was so much fun.
That was
what a great game again tonight. Well done, Sarah.
Yeah, let's give it up for Sarah.
Let's give it up, man. That's 2 games, last night and tonight.
Yeah.
And they're so fun.
Yep. And let me just say this too, and I said it on your stream too, Stephen. You know, we've been trying to get this fest together as far as scheduling, and you know, we've had a lot of things going on. Stephen, you've had a lot of stuff going on with your schedule. Our schedule was totally obliterated for the last several weeks, and so you know, we're just happy we were able to put this together. Because it takes a lot of commitment and planning ahead of time. And of course, you know,
sure does.
Having, you know, Rachel on, you know, it takes planning, guys, and a lot goes into it. And I just say that to say that I'm just glad that we're having fun, we're having laughs, and also to say, you know, thank you to all of you guys. And with Sarah, you know, I was speaking to her and just said, you know, I had some ideas for a couple of things, and I was kind of bouncing ideas off of her, and you know, because she's just really great with these games, as are, you know, Val and Julie and all you guys that have also done these for us. And Sarah just said, hey, I'll make a game. And I was like, oh well, okay. And she told me a couple ideas and they sounded so great, like these games we've been playing. And I said to her, I said, well, you know, I can help do one and you can do one. And she's like, cool. Next thing I know, I think it was the next morning, she's like, I did both of them. And I'm like, wow, you know, and, you know, maybe for some people listening to this, they may think, oh, well, you know, that's cool. You know, she did 2 games. It takes time to do these types of things, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't just snap our fingers. We research, we make, you know, these games and put them on, you know, whether it's slides or cards. You know, it's a lot. So she freely did that,
She
and
did.
it's always cool when we get that type of help to make these events special. And I just wanted to say thank you for that, Sarah, because it was really cool, and it helped out a lot because
Mm-hmm.
Steven and Coriander and myself, we've done a lot of planning, and it's a lot of trying to pull everything in the same direction. So it made a big difference to
Yep.
help us out. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Yeah,
We love you, Sarah.
absolutely. It's very, very kind of you. All right, guys. Well, look, I've got one more thing that I wanted to do as well. This might, well, we'll see how this goes. I think it'll be pretty fun also for you guys in the chat. But just to remind folks, we do have our 2 drawings that we're going to be doing shortly. We've got 2 raffles, not just one, but we've got 2. And by the way, and before I put up the card, just to say real quick, Sarah's saying also sweet. I'm happy to do it. Thanks. No, seriously, thank you. Seriously.
Mhm.
We just,
Yep.
guys, I don't want to go down this road, but seriously, guys, having that type of help and friendship, and just you feel that strongly about the community. I don't take it lightly. I know Steven doesn't, Coriander doesn't, because we know that
Mhm.
everyone's got lives and things that they do. Everyone's got 1,000 other things they could do rather than being here hanging out. But for those who they choose to do that, that means a lot. That's what makes this community what it is. All of you
Yes.
guys together, and it means a lot, guys. It really does. Doing content creating for a number of years, which and the channel is coming up on an anniversary. And sometimes I just reflect on that and think about this journey, the ups and downs, the hardships, the fun, the laughs, the friends, the relationships, and it's pretty emotional. It really
Yeah.
is. But
Yep.
yeah, thank you so
It
much.
is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it really, really is. So thank you guys so much. All right. Now, so what I was saying is we have our 2 raffles, and again, the $5 super chat raffle will give you a choice of one of 2 prizes. You can pick the topic for our upcoming live stream. In other words, you are the orchestrator,
Yep.
coming up with the idea, and then we will enact that idea. And that's one prize that you could win of 2. The second is that you can get an autographed physical poster from us to you, both of our channel logos with the knife going right through it. A great idea that Steven came up with. And
Thank you, brother.
as soon as he said, yeah, you're welcome, man. As soon as he said it, I was like, man, that would be so cool. I would love to see that. And I had no idea whether I could even come close to what he was thinking. And I'm just so glad that, at the end of the day, I remember talking to
Mhm.
Steven. I was like, well, here's my draft. And I was so, this is my buddy. This is my boy here, but I was so nervous because I can't see into his mind. And I was like, well, tell me what you think of this, man. And he was so gracious and kind as he always is. He's like, man, it looks great. And I was like,
Awesome.
really? Awesome.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And then we did something that we've never done. We actually signed it, all 3 of us. So it's authentically from us, which we hope that, that's a really cool thing that, we don't see other communities really doing out there. I'm sure some have or whatever, but for us, this is very special. So
Yep.
yeah, you could also win this if you send in a $5 super chat and there's still time. Also, if you gift a membership, you can also be in the drawing. And obviously, and Rachel, thank you for gifting membership. So you're in the drawing as well. So seriously, guys, this is what we think is a really cool raffle opportunity, 2 raffles. And of course, the grand prize, if you send in a $10 super chat, if you want to join in the war that Oliver and Jen are in, they're both neck and neck, man. This is crazy. But you get the opportunity to actually be on a panel with us live, hanging out, talking movies, playing games, and talking with you guys in the live chat. So we're
Heck
still
yeah.
going strong, man. So thank you guys, and also for your support. It means a lot to us. It really does.
It sure does.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that it really just means a lot. Seriously, that's about the best that I can say. I really can't say it better. Okay, let's see. DJ, we got DJ also coming in again. $5 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Saying Night Craven Stitches is a movie by itself. The first clue, think prom night equals watch party. Meaning that it would be a great watch party movie? I'm not sure.
Man, I don't
Okay.
know. Man. All right. Think prom night. Okay.
Prom night is
Prom
a
night.
favorite of all of ours.
Yeah, I love prom
Yeah,
night.
prom night is
Yeah,
great.
Jamie Lee.
It is,
right?
isn't it? I love
Oh, it's
It's
so
so old
cheesy and
school.
so much fun.
it.
I love
Is.
I love if you watch Halloween and you see like Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween is like Laurie Strode, and then you go to prom night and like her character is just completely different. You know, she's the popular girl, she's the mean girl, she's the one who's getting down on the dance floor, and oh, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good one. DJ, thank you so much, man. We've got you in again for the first drawing. Good luck, brother. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have here? April coming in again. Thank you so much for the super chat. Coming in again. Second entry saying, I want the poster. All right, man. Well, you've got a great shot at it. You've got 2 entries in here. So we
There you
appreciate
go, man.
that. Seriously. All right.
Mhm.
And we also got Jen coming in. Jen's coming
Wow,
in.
Jen.
Awesome. Woohoo, Jen.
Good job,
Jen is
Jen.
playing to win.
She is.
Yes.
Wow. That is awesome.
Only one
Now,
me.
yeah, right. Now let's get to the brass tacks here. So, well, and I should ask you this as well, Rachel. So gifting the 5 memberships, we also want to make sure that we, kind of divvy this up the way that you guys would want. Jen, would you want to use those 5 for a chance in the first drawing? Would you want 2 of them in the grand prize and 1 in the first, which sounds totally confusing as I'm trying to split it up? And what about you, Rachel? How do you want to look at it? Do you want to just have 5 opportunities in our first drawing, or?
Well, no, I'll put mine towards the second draw. And if I win, and I'm sorry, Jen, but you have been on the panel, I'd like to give mine to Oliver. So if I win on the panel, then I will give because obviously I have been on the panel. I'll give my spot to Oliver because he hasn't had the chance to be on the panel. And it's such a great experience. So would love to give him that opportunity.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very kind.
Mhm.
So kind. All right, so we've got you down, Rachel. This is awesome. And Jen, let us know for you as well if we're going to use multiple of those for the grand prize or for the first drawing. It's so confusing when you say it. Seriously. And she said 1 in the grand prize. Okay. And then the others would be for the first, I'm assuming. So let me know if I'm correct about that, Jen. Very, very cool. And May, you're right. Rachel is very sweet. She really, really is. Very, very kind. Okay. I think I am caught up. So we've got multiple entries for quite a few, you guys. This is absolutely crazy. Thank you guys for all the support. It really does mean a lot to us. Okay, let's do this. I wanted to also, and Nightfall also coming in right at the end. Another super chat saying prom night. I love Brittany Snow. Just kidding, guys. Of course, the original. Okay, he's talking about the remake. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, that one
Like it's
didn't
so
turn out.
bad.
That one didn't turn out too well, did it?
It did not. It did not. I have a soft spot for it. I saw it at the cinema with my best friend, so I kind of have like memories of that. But
Yeah.
it's so bad. It reminded me of like an episode of like SVU. Like that was like the tone I was getting it from it, like with the stalker dude taking out her
Yeah.
family and all of
wow.
that. And then like it was just so dull. It was not good.
I
Yeah.
never saw the remake. Never did.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
that's
don't
probably for
like
the best,
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. All right, guys. So real quick, and we're going to be getting to the drawing soon. And Sarah, also, thank you so much in the chat, throwing in the links, keeping everyone up to date. Rachel's channel, of course, obviously, we've said this many times on so many streams. If you're not subscribed to Rachel, make sure you guys do that. We've got the link here in the chat. A couple times I saw in the description here and in all the streams that she's been a part of, which has been quite a few because we just enjoy her hanging out with us and talking movies. So make sure you guys do that, as well as Steven's channel at Craven Something Scary. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. They're just great, and we love having them with us. We really do.
Wow, same here, buddy.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Love coming on here. Thank you so much. Every time I'm invited on, it's awesome, and I love hanging out with you dudes.
Oh, well, thank you. We enjoy you.
We
hanging
love
out
it.
too.
We love hanging out with you. Yeah, we do. I mean,
Yeah,
it's such a good time, and you're just a beaming light, like a lighthouse.
yeah, but not like the Green Goblin
But
and
not the Green
I was gonna
Goblin.
say really cooked lobster, but
All right. So real quick, guys. Oh, and Kelly coming in saying, I don't know if you saw the earlier comment, but I'm so glad I found these communities, found a place online where I belong. Aw. Thank you, Knight,
Ah,
Randy,
that's
and
awesome.
Stephen, for all that you do. Aw. Wow.
Thank you for finding us.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
thank
thank
you
you,
so
Kelly.
Seriously. Wow. That's really kind. We appreciate that. And Kelly has been really kind. And, we've had conversation offline and on our Patreon and so forth. And thank you so much for all your support. I mean, this is why we're able to have this community, is because of, all of you guys together just hanging out and being a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So thank you so much. And that's right, Sarah. Yay, Kelly. That's right. So real quick, guys, I wanted to do this for fun. We'll see how much fun it is. I'm going to put up a question, and we're going to answer it as quick as we can without too much thought. Okay.
Okay,
That's
like rapid fire.
That's just how we're going to do it. Now, obviously, there's obviously, all of us together. So maybe we'll do it one by one. That might be the easiest way, but we want to kind of go rapid fire. And I know a couple of these will probably be challenging. That's the point. Okay. So for you guys in the chat, get ready. If you don't have an answer because you didn't see the movie, I'm already kind of letting that out of the bag. Then you can just say, I didn't see it, or pass. But if you've seen it,
Okay.
and I know you guys have seen most of these, if not all, you got to give an answer. Okay. Stephen, I think you're going to be starting first. Okay.
Oh boy, let's go.
We'll go to Rachel and then Coriander. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Sarah's like lightning around. All right, here we go.
That's
You guys
it.
ready? Okay. What's the better movie, Final Destination 2 or 5?
Number 5, hands down.
Okay. Rachel, how about you?
number 2,
Oh, shit.
definitely.
Number 2. Okay. Coriander, how about you?
Is 2 clear?
Yes.
5.
Wow. I'm going with number 2, bro. That highway
Okay.
scene, the pileup.
I know.
And let me just say, I love both of these. 5 was awesome. It
That
really
was
was.
amazing. Yes.
But the one thing I will say, and then if you guys have anything you want to say, you can. You don't have to, but I just want to rant because I love both of these movies. The thing that really brings 2 above for me is because I'm just kind of into the group a little bit more. The characters that survive and how they kind of team up, and they actually work together pretty well, which you don't usually see in Final Destination movies. Usually you have a couple people that are kind of going off on their own. No, I'm not. So what? I don't care. It's like these guys actually teamed up together pretty well. Whereas in 5, I just wasn't as into them as much, but I loved it. and I thought the accident on the bridge was great. But I'm gonna go with 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course you would.
What do you mean? Of course I would. Well,
I'm
you
just
got. Well,
saying,
you already
of
know
course you
that was one of my favorites. Look at Sarah with the emojis of the accident. That's great.
So good.
Oh my god. That's great.
I really loved 2 because I absolutely loved how they linked it to 1. How we found out that every single person in 2 had avoided death because the first one had avoided death and there was that carry on. I thought that was a
Yes.
really cool way to connect the movies
Yes.
without being too obvious. And
Yeah.
5, without giving too much away, that ending just hits you, just makes you go, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Right.
So yeah, I did really like that. But yeah, number 2, just the way they link it up, that freeway accent, the fact that it was like almost all like practical effects, it was done so well. And
Yeah.
I love the group dynamic. I love the chick is a cat who's smoking on the treadmill. That is such a great image.
Yes.
And she's so funny. And after the elevator scene when she just walks in covered in blood, she's like, "Can we find the pregnant lady now, please?" And it's
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
girl.
That
So,
was
yeah,
cool.
love to.
That was cool. All right. Let's go to our next one. Again, as Sarah said, the lightning round, so to speak. Okay. Rank these movies. We've got Late Night with the Devil, Talk to Me, Malignant, and Alien Romulus. Steven, are you able to rank these? And again, if you guys haven't seen one, that's fine. You can just leave it out and rank the other ones you've seen.
Yep, haven't seen Talk to Me, so it's just going to be the other 3.
Okay.
Number 1, Malignant. Number 2, Alien Romulus. Number 3, Late Night with the Devil.
Ooh, okay. All right. Nightfall says the order they are on the screen. All right, well, that worked pretty easily. Okay. Rachel, how about you?
I actually haven't seen Talk to Me or Alien Romulus, but for me, with the last 2, definitely Malignant first and then Late Night with the Devil.
Okay, very, very cool. Coriander, how about you?
Malignant last.
Wow.
Oh man. Talk to Me, Alien, then Late Night with the Devil.
So Late Night with the Devil is number 1? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. For me, this is really tough, man, because I enjoyed all of these movies. Like these are all examples of films that, I'll be watching, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I would probably go. I'd probably go Malignant, Talk to Me, Late Night, and then Romulus. And that's tough, man, because seriously, Malignant and Talk to Me and Late Night, it's tough to separate them. It really is, because I think they were all great. They were different types of movies. All these are different types of horror movies. But yeah, it's tough. All right. Val's going Late Night, Malignant, Talk to Me, and Romulus because I'm not a sci-fi fan. Val,
I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan either.
Look, I gotta play this one for Val. I haven't played this one in a long time. This is in honor of the general. Here we go.
Fuck! Oh, well, that's it, isn't it? It's over! You motherfucker!
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
There
wow.
Oh, there we go. Sarah was a fan of Romulus, really liked Romulus, and the others she could take or leave. All right. Val said love it. There you go, Val. All right. Let's go to our next one. Okay. What's the better movie? Is it Thanksgiving or Hard Eyes? Steven.
This is really, really a good head-to-head. But I have to say, Thanksgiving is going to win as much as. But I really like Hard Eyes too.
I know. I thought of you when I was putting that one together, man. Rachel, how about you?
Unfortunately, haven't seen either of these, so I'll have to sit this one out. I know, I'm woefully behind. And Steven tells me every time it comes up, but I need to see Thanksgiving, which I definitely will. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
God. I mean, we're gonna have to do a watch party, man. Seriously.
We do, and Rachel has to be there.
Yes. That is such okay. Coriander, how about you?
What's the
Thanksgiving
answer?
or Hard Eyes? What's the better movie?
I will go. I guess Thanksgiving.
All right, Thanksgiving. Okay, we got a few people with Thanksgiving, and Val said not picking because both were great movies. They are great. They really are. And Kay saying haven't seen either of them too. Ooh, okay.
Oh, not alone.
All right, Travis going with Hard Eyes, and Sarah saying Thanksgiving. You know, both of these were really good, and there's both slashers. I think both of these could be future classics, and obviously Thanksgiving having the opportunity to become a franchise, and Hard Eyes could as well. But if I had to pick one, I think I would lean towards Thanksgiving. But Hard Eyes was a lot of fun. It really, really was. So it's tough. It's super tough. But I'm going to lean towards Thanksgiving. Okay, our next one. Here we go, guys. What's the better movie? Is it Halloween 4 or is it Halloween H2O? Steven.
Oh, another tough one.
It is tough, man. We got Loomis at his peak. We got peak Loomis.
I know,
Peak
dude.
Loomis. And then we've got H2O. And I know that you love both of these. We all love both of these, but I wanted to get it clear cut right now.
Wow.
Oh, man. Well, I can change my mind after the stream. Okay, so this could change.
It could.
But right in this moment, oh, man, I got to go H2O. And I just... this is an impossible choice for me. It's so hard. Dude.
I know.
I'm gonna say H2O, but they are like neck and neck, bro. They're literally like brother holding hands side by side.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Rachel?
These are both top tier Halloween movies. These are both really good. And yes, we've got awesome Loomis and little Jamie Strode,
Lloyd.
but Jamie Lloyd, but only one of these has LL Cool J writing a cheesy romance novel. And for that, we got to go Halloween H2O.
And allowing Michael to walk right behind him 1 foot
the
away.
man is into his art, okay? He's a serious writer.
Hey, look, do you remember when we did the watch party? And by the way, guys, not to jump ahead, but I'm just saying the fall time is coming, so I'll just leave it at that.
That's true.
Steven, do you remember when we did the watch party for H2? Oh my God, we were cracking up so much. It was so much fun.
So much fun, dude. Yes.
Coriander, how about you? Halloween 4 or H2O?
What do you think?
Dude, I know you like them both.
H2O.
Wow. She's going with H2O. All right. For me, this has got to be Halloween 4.
Of course.
It's got to be Halloween 4. Listen, when I saw this as a kid, it was just such a fun Halloween, and it was a great depiction of Michael. Loomis was at his peak. I mean, he was just Van Helsing to the maximum, literally chasing down Michael. The ending, I think, is still one of the greatest endings in horror. It really was. I mean, seeing Jamie at the top of the steps and Loomis losing his freaking mind. No.
I know.
He had to kill that kid. If someone hadn't held him back.
Yes, Loomis was about to make a choice. Okay.
Yes, he was.
Yes. So, but I love H2O as well. I love all these movies. You guys know that. That's why I'm ranting. So, Val, I know Val. She's like, I'm to blame for the emotional damage of picking these movies. I know. Julie. Oh man. And Jen is saying 3 is the best in the franchise. There you go. There you go. Man said I love this game.
No witness.
What was that?
He said no witches. No witches.
Hey, look, Rachel. So I did, and Mary and Sarah also going with H2O. So I did the Why You Hate on Halloween 3, and when I was putting this together, I literally thought about Rachel because she had said this on a stream and was ranting her ass off. And I was
Oh
like,
man.
you're absolutely right. One of the categories or one of the topics was just, it's no witches, bro. I mean, if they had
Yeah.
said season of the warlock, maybe it would have made sense, but
Right.
I know. Oh man.
My
And look at
goodness.
Nightfall coming in with a $2 super chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Classic.
It is so classic. I'll throw it out there. You guys know the line. If that girl dies tonight, it just doesn't get old, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. We appreciate you so much. Let's play it. Let's play it. You guys know what's up. Here we go.
If that girl dies tonight,
Hey, number one! You're the two! You're the two!
Wow.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Oh man.
All right. Seriously, that was good. All right. I think we got another one in here. This will be a fun one. And you guys throwing up the emojis. Thank you guys so much. The Loomis emojis. You guys know what's up. All the channel members. Thank you guys. And obviously, thank you guys for being here. Next up, here we go. Better movie. A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984, or Dream Warriors. We're going right down to the brass tacks of it. Steven, which are you picking? The OG or Dream Warriors?
I love Dream Warriors, but I'm sorry. Wes Craven's masterpiece stands above all for me in the Nightmare franchise. So 84.
All right. Rachel, how about you?
I got to go 84 too. I love Dream Warriors. It's so good, but we wouldn't have it. We didn't have 84, and it's just, it's got to be the OG.
All right. Look at the chat. We're like in unison here in the chat. Coriander, how about you? We're going with the OG or Dream Warriors?
Yeah, Dream Warriors is, there's not too many movies in this franchise that I can say I like. And Dream Warriors is definitely one of those that I do like. But come on, the original, it's so good. It gave you Johnny Depp to boot, so it's my vote.
That's true.
Yeah, but he's such a bad boyfriend, so it's like,
uh-oh.
One job, Glenn. You had one
Don't
job.
Go to sleep.
Don't fall asleep.
Lazy. You lazy ox.
Lazy mofo.
I forgive him. It'd be okay.
Hey, look, Nightfall is standing strong. He's going Dream Warriors all day. Wow.
All right. Okay.
Well, let me just say this, and we had recently finished our Elm Street Great Debate series, which was so much fun, and I just didn't know where it was going to end up, and we had a conversation about it. Which, by the way, we're going to be finishing up the Scream Great Debate series very soon too. Now that we're getting our schedule back in order, but it's tough, man, because both of these movies are great, in my opinion. And as a kid, I loved them both.
Oh, yeah.
I truly did. And I probably went through periods where I'd watch one a little bit more than the other, flip-flopping back and forth. But if I had to pick one, I also got to go with the OG. I just do. I just think that it's almost like two different types of movies, because in the original, Freddy is just so in the shadows and menacing and scary, you know what I'm saying? But in Dream Warriors, he's just so charismatic. Like you're just so drawn to him. I remember the first time seeing Dream Warriors, and I was just like, oh my God, I love Freddy. And at that point, I'd already been a big fan of Jason and obviously Michael Myers and like Freddy, like woo. So no shade to Dream Warriors, but I gotta go with the OG.
Okay.
Okay. I think we have one more. Steven, here's the question. You got to rank these. Elm Street 84, The Conjuring, Psycho, and Halloween 78. How would you rank them?
Wow. Okay. I'm going to rank them Halloween first, Elm Street 84 second. Gosh. Conjuring third and Psycho fourth.
Woo! Wow! Wow! All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Look at man! Wow! Really nice. Yes. Really. Yes. No, I know it's a challenging one. Rachel, how about you? How are you gonna rank this out?
I'm definitely going to go Halloween first, then probably The Conjuring, then Elm Street, and then Psycho. I do love
Ooh!
all these movies. That is just my personal preference.
Wow. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, Rachel, very cool. Coriander, how about you? How would you rank these classics? In my opinion, we've got Elm Street, The Conjuring, Psycho, and Halloween.
Okay, so I would go. Jeez, this is raunchy. I would go Elm Street, pretty much how it's listed, but backwards. Elm Street, The Conjuring, no.
So okay, so hold on.
Well, no. Okay, maybe I'd go
What's number
Elm
one?
Street. Oh shit, dude. Number one would be Halloween.
Okay.
That's definite.
Okay.
Then, oh my good God. Probably Elm Street, Conjuring, Psycho.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Well, and this is tough. I want to just say this, but okay, this is probably not gonna surprise anyone. Look, it's got to be Halloween at number one. That's just what it is. So I'm gonna go Halloween, then Elm Street, and then Psycho, and then The Conjuring. And I love The Conjuring, but Psycho is just so good, guys. I know
It really is.
I know it's an old movie. I know people are like it's old and this and that, but listen, there's a reason why people still talk about Alfred Hitchcock. That film has so much beauty in it. The tension, the direction, the dialogue, the performances. Rest in peace to Anthony Perkins, who in my opinion is still one of the greatest performances in horror. It's great, guys. It truly is. I'll never ever forget the first time I saw Psycho as a little kid at my grandmother's on a Saturday night. I'll just never ever forget it. Ever. Okay.
Yep.
That's right. Lindsay's saying, "Mother." Yes.
Right.
Yes. It's good to see people still, showing it some love, because again, it's an old film and I know that, but I think it's a masterpiece. There's a reason why it's still talked about. So
it is.
All right, guys. So look, that was a lot of fun. We're going to start wrapping up here to do our drawing. We've got 2 drawings. We still got a minute or two if you want to send in a super chat to be in either drawing. We've got the $5 super chat where you can choose your prize. And of course, we have the grand prize. A $10 super chat will allow you to join us physically, join us on the panel. And we've got some really cool things that we've been trying to plan for this. And we're excited about this opportunity. So last call, if you would like to send in a super chat or gift a membership, you also would be eligible for a raffle ticket and be a part of the drawing. And of course, as always, we appreciate all the support that you guys have shown tonight. It makes a big difference and helps us, in so many ways. So, okay, real quick, Stephen, I'm going to throw it over to you for a second, just to get your thoughts as we kind of start to wrap up, week 2, night 2 of Bloody Summer Fest, and your thoughts.
Wow, man, I just, like I said earlier, as we were getting started, and I feel the same way now that we're, basically wrapping up. I love what we've done. I personally, just speaking personally, I have had such a good time, and and it's you never know when you think about when we think of ideas and we set things up, and then we press go live, right? And you hope for certain things to happen, and but you hope for things to go well and people to like it. But at the end of the day, you never know until you do it. You just
That
got to
is
do it.
true. That
And
is
I'm
true.
happy, right? And so it's a little scary at first, but I'm happy to say that I think personally this has been a successful fest. And here we are at the end of week 2, and we got 2 more streams next week, and it's over. It's like went by super quick. But I'm proud of what we did, and I'm thankful that we went with the ideas we went with and
Yeah,
experimented with. So that's how I feel right now.
absolutely. Um,
Mhm.
Rachel, just having you on and just hanging out tonight and so forth. Any final thoughts that you have, either about tonight or any of our conversations and so forth?
It's been really great. I love joining you guys on any panel, whether it's a discussion or a tier ranking or just something like this for Bloody Summerfest. It's kind of funny though, because it's the middle of winter here. I'm literally sitting here with like an electric blanket on my lap and my heater going like full blast because it's like
Aw.
I think barely 10 degrees here. It is so cold at the moment. So that's always fun. But I did want to say something earlier. You guys were talking about, the prize of coming on the panel and people dreaming of like being up here with you guys. I just want to say to like everyone in the chat, like, it's like don't think that it's out of your reach. Like, you've got this thing here. Like once upon a time, I was just a little YouTube user who came across like these 4 dudes all yelling at each other about Halloween kills. And here we are now, like 2 years later, and I've gotten to know you guys, and it's just been so great. So it's
Aw.
definitely just I'm always so thankful. It's such a privilege to be here and to be asked to come on these streams and to be able to interact with you guys and interact with everyone in the chat. We have so much fun. We know each other so well. Like this whole time, I've been wanting to come up with a joke about the Sixth Sense or the Blair Witch Project for Coriander. And, Steven's constantly trying to get me on the stew train, and I've been resisting really hard. So it's been really great to be here, and I've just really enjoyed it. So, yeah, thank you for having me.
Aw. Well, we're so happy
Oh,
that
that's awesome.
you're here. Seriously.
Yes.
I mean, it means a lot to us. It really does, to be able to hang out and so forth. We don't take that lightly. We don't. So thank you
Nope.
so much for joining us and just being a really amazing part of the community. We really appreciate that because
Hmm.
having these type of connections and building up friendships and stuff like that, it's one of the best parts of what we do, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Being
It
able to
sure
share,
is.
being able to share our
Absolutely.
passions and stuff and having fun. Seriously.
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, look, we're going to do our drawing, and I'm really excited for you guys. Just first of all, best of luck to everyone. We always get really excited about these types of things, and we know that that you guys really enjoy it as well. So, best of luck, and
Yes.
yeah, right, Stephen. It's like it's
It's just
crazy.
exciting.
It's very exciting. So, we get excited about that and these type of things, just like you guys, because, again, we like to try to give back whenever we can with some really cool things, and especially in these fests. So let's bring up the wheel and we will get ready to spin. And for you guys, stay right here. Get ready to let us know that you're here because we're about to spin. All right. So we've got the wheel up. Good luck to everyone. This is for the first raffle. And here we go.
Okay. Woohoo. Who's gonna win?
So is this for the poster?
Oh, DJ.
DJ won the first raffle.
Woohoo.
Yay, please be
And
here.
I'm pretty sure that DJ was here. DJ, let us know that you're here. I thought I saw him comment not even a minute ago.
Yep. Just say I'm here.
Okay, all right.
There it is.
There he
Yep.
is.
We
He just
did it.
popped up.
Very, very cool.
Yay.
All right, DJ. Very, very cool. So, DJ, let us know. Do you want to be the orchestrator for an upcoming stream? You pick the topic, and we go and do it. Or would you like one of our physical autograph posters? Let us know in the live chat and we will get you set up. And thank you so much, by the way, seriously. And you guys are awesome. Throwing out the congratulations. Very, very cool. It's always
I wanted to comment on that. Like everyone, even like when we have the little competitions going, you know, like Jen and Oliver going back and forth, everyone is so gracious to everyone. Whenever someone wins, you really feel like everyone is like, yeah, congratulations. Like there's no like pettiness or like I should have won or, you know, stuff
yeah.
like everyone is really lovely and always, you know, very quick to congratulate anyone who wins. And yeah, it's just a really lovely community. It has a really good vibe to it.
I agree. It's always just
Yes.
like just everyone's just so cool and just so it's just like a big team, a big family. It really is. It's awesome stuff. It really, really is. All right. And DJ, while you let us know, he said, "Oh, I'll pick the topic." Very cool.
Nice.
All
All
right.
right. There it
All
is.
right. Very, very cool. So think hard about it. Long and hard, think about it. And then let me know what you would like us to do for a live stream coming up. I'll be very interested to see what you come up with, man. Very, very cool.
Yep. And you'll send that to you, Knight, and
Yes.
your
Yep.
Instagram, right? Or email?
Well, I know DJ does by email, so you could just send it at
Okay.
nightwatchzone@gmail.com. All right, man. Very, very cool. Okay, and real quick, it looks like we had another super chat come in, and jeez, I saw it flash up.
Wow.
Jen coming in with another $10 super chat. This is crazy. Jen, thank you so much. Seriously, this is absolutely crazy. We appreciate the support. Saying I could put Rachel, Knight, and I ranking the Scream characters into a reel, and it would be hilarious. That was fun. Do you
That
remember
was
that
a
one?
fun time. I
That
do. That one was a
was.
really fun time. We had a lot of fun with those.
Yes, that was a good one. Well, we might get the opportunity to do something like that again, Jen, because you've got another entry into the grand prize. That's crazy. This really was a war tonight. They weren't playing around. They were like,
That's
look,
right.
They're ready to throw hands.
They were ready to throw. Like, seriously. All
I'm
right.
ready to see if Oliver's going to respond to that.
Yeah,
Man,
I haven't
not.
seen him for a little while. Hopefully he's still here.
Yes, I do hope he's still here. I know he said that he's got he had a couple hours that he was available to be here. And
That's
I
right.
hope it's the case because, you know, we've had it happen before, Stephen, where
Yep.
someone will be chosen on the wheel and they might have left the chat. And it's heartbreaking to see that.
It's heartbreaking, man. I know.
It really, really is. So I hope you're here, buddy. I really do. Okay. All right. So we are going to get ready to spin the wheel for the grand prize. And man, thank you so much for putting the email in the chat. There it is right there. And Mary is giving out shouts out to everybody, to Julie, to everyone. Give Coriander lots of love. You girl, you're the queen of YouTube. Now that's sweet.
Aww.
That is very, very sweet.
Thank you. That is sweet.
Yes, yes.
You rock,
And saying
Mary.
congrats to the winners. Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. You guys are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Sarah said it happened to Oliver before he lost the sign. That's right. The Alan Robinson poster.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's
So
right.
let's keep our fingers crossed for everyone. Okay. So let's get ready to bring up the wheel for the grand prize.
Woohoo.
Okay, guys. Good luck to all of you guys. It's been a war of attrition, as they say, and we're going to spin. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my God, dude. And Oliver's not here. Look, it's going to happen again.
It was so close for Jen.
It
Oh.
was, Jen. But there still might be a chance.
What? A chance for
Oliver
You're
is
here. Just speak up, dude, because I want to give this to you.
Oh my
Please
God.
be here somewhere.
Let me just say something. Wow.
Hey.
This is
This
one of
though,
those what was
where Rachel is actually here and saying she's giving it to Oliver. Shouldn't that count?
Well, you
anyway?
know what? I think that is a really good point, Stephen. As part of
Yeah.
the fest committee, I
Mm-hmm.
feel as though that's a really good point. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think, and this is a special circumstance. I think since Rachel's actually saying, "I'm giving it to him,"
Yes.
Mhm.
I think it's his.
And she won, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's his.
Okay. And
Hey,
there it
I'll
is.
give it to Oliver. Hopefully he catches the replay, and or Knight, hopefully you can get in contact with him. But Oliver, hopefully you catch the replay because this spot is now yours.
Wow.
Oh, that was nice of you.
That was very kind of you, Rachel. And again, seriously, guys, I just want to reiterate, these are those types of moments that's really cool to see. You know, we set up these things with the idea of just having fun and helping to build community and so forth. And you guys take the baton and you run with it.
That's
And
right.
again, you guys make it so special. And Sarah's Oliver, you guys start leaving. He might have fallen asleep. He might
I
have.
don't. Maybe.
You never know. You never know. And Jen saying congrats. It was a good battle, Jen. You know, we'll get a
Was.
situation together, Jen. So thank you so much. We'll get a fun one together because your wall of posters is really awesome.
It is really good. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So guys, there we have it. Big congrats to DJ and also to Oliver, and a very special thank you to all of you guys and to Sarah and also to Rachel for not only being here tonight and being awesome as always, but just doing something that sweet. I just think that that's so cool. You know, like
Yep.
you guys doing these types of things sometimes make a huge difference in other people's lives, you know, or maybe their night or maybe their day, you know. So that's just awesome. Rachel, you're all right.
Yep. That's awesome, Rachel.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the rest of you guys here, thank you so much for hanging out. We appreciate the support. So we've got week 2 in the can. Next week on Wednesday, we're going to be having our after party, and we still got some really fun stuff lined up. We're going to start on Steven's channel, and then we're going to do our fun little channel hop over here, and it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys will have a great rest of the night. And hey, just as we're ending up, Erica's jumping in the chat. Hey, Erica, hope that you're doing well. Great to see you. I don't know if you've been here for a little while, but definitely check out the replay. We had a lot of fun. And she's thanking whoever gifted her the membership. You're all right. And I don't know, that might have been Rachel. It could be. I'm not sure. But for all of you guys that gifted memberships, we appreciate that. And it's very cool. It really is. So, guys, we will catch you guys next time. Take it easy. We love you guys. And as always, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Bye, everybody.